I want to talk about foods, 7 foods that are bad for brain health and that can set you up for cognitive decline and dementia. Meet Dr. John, a distinguished physician, scientist, and internationally recognized expert in food as medicine. As the respected author of the New York Times best-selling book, Eat to Beat Disease, Dr. John has garnered global acclaim for his innovative approach to healthcare. He pioneered research that has contributed to developing over 30 new medical treatments, significantly impacting the management of more than 70 diseases, such as diabetes, blindness, heart disease, and obesity. In this video, will Dr. John be exposing the 6 worst drinks that contribute to dementia? From seemingly harmless drinks to the most popular choices, he'll explain how these drinks can negatively affect your brain health. But that's not all. By the end of the video, Dr. John also reveals 3 of the best drinks to help prevent cognitive decline. So make sure you watch till the end. But before we explore these 6 dementia-contributing drinks, let's define dementia. Now, cognitive decline is something that usually happens before you actually go into dementia. And so this is a continuum of brain health that we're talking about. Okay. Dementia is a complex and devastating condition affecting millions globally. It refers to a decline in cognitive functions such as memory, communication, problem-solving, and judgment. For people living with dementia, it can mean losing the ability to recall cherished memories or struggling with everyday tasks, which is a harsh and heartbreaking reality. And some drinks that can contribute to the risk of developing dementia or worsen its symptoms. These drinks can cause inflammation, oxidative stress, and damage to brain cells, ultimately affecting cognitive function. However, it is also important to mention that you should always discuss with your doctor before making any changes in your diet plan. Let's delve into 6 worst drinks that contribute to dementia. The first drink that adversely affects cognitive function is alcohol. Alcohol has long been linked to its potentially damaging impact on the brain in the form of dementia. One of the most severe forms of alcohol-related brain damage is called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, often referred to as alcohol-related dementia. This condition is caused by a deficiency in thiamine, which is crucial vitamin B for brain function. Long-term alcohol abuse depletes thiamine levels, leading to memory loss, confusion, and impaired coordination. And can kill liver cells, and alcohol is a toxin to your brain cells as well. There's no situation in which alcohol is beneficial. Alright. Even in red wine. So Dr. John emphasized that in any form alcohol can shrink the brain, especially in areas responsible for memory, decision-making, and motor control. Studies show that excessive alcohol consumption leads to a faster rate of brain aging, increasing the risk of dementia. Other than the shrinking of the brain, alcohol contributes to dementia through the presence of ethanol. Ethanol is a neurotoxin, meaning it can damage and kill brain cells when consumed in excessive amounts. It disrupts the normal functioning of neurotransmitters, responsible for communication between neurons. This interference leads to issues with cognition, mood regulation, and motor coordination. Alcohol consumption also promotes inflammation in the brain and increases oxidative stress, which can lead to the damage or death of brain cells. Chronic alcohol exposure causes an overproduction of harmful molecules known as free radicals, which damage brain tissue by attacking neurons. This cellular damage over time contributes to the development of dementia, in addition to direct brain damage. Alcohol can also contribute to other health issues that increase the risk of dementia, such as liver disease and cardiovascular problems. Your liver is, the detox for your body, alright? Your liver purifies the blood, detoxifies the blood, All the blood runs through the liver for this cleaning property. And when alcohol poisons the liver, it's called alcoholic hepatitis, and the liver cells die and the liver becomes a scar. Alright? Like a hard scar, like on your skin when it heals. If you have a scar, well, the whole liver becomes that way, or parts of the liver become that way. You compromise the ability for your liver to do the detox. The liver plays a critical role in detoxifying the blood. But long-term alcohol abuse leads to liver dysfunction. This, in turn, can cause toxins to build up in the body, leading to further damage to brain cells. Furthermore, alcohol's effect on the heart and blood vessels can lead to stroke, which is another major risk factor for dementia. Next, let's see how diet soda can contribute to dementia. Many people drink diet soda to cut calories or avoid sugar, but only a few know the potential dangers lurking in this seemingly harmless drink. Don't worry, now you will know it too. So, what exactly in diet soda makes it a potential culprit for brain damage? The answer lies in its artificial sweeteners, particularly aspartame. These artificial sweeteners may seem like a good idea for reducing sugar intake. But they are a bad idea for your brain. Aspartame, sucralose, xylitol, erythritol, saccharin. These artificial sweeteners, which are found in a lot of these types of products, they don't actually give a caloric load. In our body. So when we eat them, we don't absorb them and they get stored as energy. But what they do is they tumble down to our gut, and guess what? They feed our gut bacteria, and our gut bacteria does not like them. They're toxic to our gut bacteria. They actually damage our gut bacteria. Remember, we talked about this earlier. When you damage your gut bacteria, now you're damaging your ability to lower inflammation through your gut. You're damaging your ability to support your immune system, which can prevent you from getting infection, and among other things, it damages that messaging between your gut and your brain. Aspartame, one of the most common sweeteners in diet sodas, breaks down in the body into harmful byproducts like formaldehyde and methanol, both of which are neurotoxins. When consumed regularly, these compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in the brain, potentially leading to cognitive impairment over time. But it's not only aspartame. Another artificial sweetener often found in diet soda, saccharin, has also been linked to negative impacts on brain health. It can alter the gut-brain axis by disrupting the gut microbiome, which is crucial for brain function. Now, how exactly does diet soda affect your brain's function? One potential mechanism is the disruption of dopamine production. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in memory, mood, and cognitive function. Consumption of aspartame can alter the balance of chemicals in the brain, including dopamine, which may contribute to the decline in brain health over time. Furthermore, diet soda consumption has been linked to headaches, migraines, and impaired learning. Over time, these brain disturbances can add up, potentially causing long-term damage. Will this information bring any change in your soda consumption? Tell us in the comments section. If you're loving these tips, join our QuickTime newsletter for weekly health hacks and expert advice. Click the link in the description to subscribe. The third degenerative drink for our brain is processed fruit juices. Processed fruit drinks might seem like a convenient way to get your daily dose of fruit, but research shows that these seemingly harmless beverages could be causing serious harm to your brain. What we often don't realize is that these drinks are loaded with sugars, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives that can contribute to long-term health problems, including dementia. We are starting to now realize that these, ultra-processed foods with these chemicals, the chemicals can actually damage our gut microbiome, the healthy gut bacteria in our gut. Now, remember I told you that health is linked to brain health. So when your gut bacteria are sick, it makes it really hard for your brain function to be healthy as well. In fact, it can directly compromise brain function. Let's see what other harms are linked with these processed fruit drinks. Well, unlike fresh fruits, processed fruit drinks are typically stripped of their natural fiber and contain added sugars. These sugars cause blood sugar levels to spike and can lead to insulin resistance over time. Insulin resistance, commonly associated with diabetes, has also been shown to affect the brain. The brain becomes less efficient at processing glucose, which is its primary source of energy. This deficit can lead to a decline in cognitive function, ultimately contributing to dementia. Additionally, many processed fruit drinks contain high fructose corn syrup. Unlike the fructose found naturally in fruits, high fructose corn syrup is an industrial sweetener that can overwhelm the liver and increase fat production. The liver converts excess fructose into fat, and these fat deposits can make their way into the brain. This accumulation of fat in the brain has been linked to reduced cognitive function and a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. The next harmful drink that disrupts the cognitive function of our brain is energy drinks. Energy drinks have become a popular choice for individuals seeking a quick energy boost, especially in high-pressure environments like school or work or fitness routines. However, the harmful effects of these drinks on brain health are often overlooked. Understanding the ingredients that make these drinks harmful is crucial for safeguarding our brain health. One of the primary culprits in energy drinks is caffeine, which is present in alarmingly high amounts. While caffeine can improve alertness temporarily, excessive intake overstimulates the brain, leading to anxiety, sleep disturbances, and long-term cognitive damage. Chronic sleep deprivation, in particular, is associated with brain inflammation and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as dementia. Another harmful component in many energy drinks is sugar. These drinks are often packed with excessive amounts of sugar, which causes a spike in glucose levels. Although glucose is necessary for brain function, consistently high levels of sugar damage brain cells by creating oxidative stress. Moreover, many energy drinks contain artificial additives and preservatives, which may cause neurotoxicity. These chemicals accumulate in the brain, disrupting normal neural communication with the brain and affecting the brain's ability to detoxify itself. Beverage, again, contributes to the increased risk of metabolic syndrome and dementia because it's damaging to the brain over time. Again, having a little bit every now and then, not a big deal. Having a lot regularly. Beyond dementia, energy drinks can also cause other neurological issues. The constant stimulation from caffeine and sugar leads to an overactive central nervous system, which can result in headaches, mood swings, and anxiety. The long-term effect is a weakened brain that becomes more vulnerable to neurodegenerative diseases. A fifth drink that can damage your brain might be surprising for you. Well, it's coffee, but only if it is taken late at night. So, the first thing that comes to your mind is how. But if you have coffee at night, caffeinated coffee late at night, it's good. The caffeine in your system is going to keep you up and interfere with your ability to get good quality sleep. First off, let's talk about caffeine, the main ingredient in coffee that keeps us alert. Caffeine is a stimulant that blocks adenosine receptors in the brain. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter responsible for making us feel sleepy. By blocking this, caffeine prevents the brain from entering a restful state, which is why it's so effective at keeping us awake. But when we consume caffeine late at night, it disrupts our natural sleep cycles. But wait, what does sleep have to do with dementia? Well, researchers have found that chronic sleep deprivation can increase the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques in the brain. These plaques are one of the hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia. When we don't get enough sleep, our brain has less time to clear out these harmful. This accumulation can contribute to cognitive decline and eventually lead to dementia. So, drinking coffee late at night might not seem like a big deal at the moment. But regularly interrupting your sleep can have serious long-term effects on your brain. Secondly, caffeine doesn't just affect sleep. It can also directly impact brain structure. Excessive caffeine consumption over time is often linked to brain shrinkage, especially in areas responsible for memory and cognitive function. And there's more to the story. Aside from the risk of dementia, drinking coffee late at night can have other negative effects on the brain, like increased anxiety and stress levels, both of which are harmful to brain health. When you're constantly wired and unable to relax, your brain doesn't get the downtime it needs to function optimally. Over time, this chronic stress can take a toll on your cognitive abilities, making it harder to focus, remember things, and stay mentally sharp. Last but not the least damaging to our brain are sports drinks. Sports drinks are often marketed as a healthy way to stay hydrated, especially for athletes and those who engage in physical activities. However, not all sports drinks are as beneficial as they seem. Many contain harmful ingredients that, when consumed regularly, could potentially lead to serious health concerns, including an increased risk of dementia. One major ingredient to watch out for in sports drinks is high fructose corn syrup, a cheap sugar substitute used to enhance flavor. Studies have shown that high levels of high fructose corn syrup can lead to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation. The brain relies heavily on glucose to function, but when insulin resistance occurs, the brain's ability to use glucose for energy is impaired, which may contribute to the onset of dementia. Another problematic ingredient is artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame and sucralose, which are commonly added to sugar-free or light versions of sports drinks. Artificial preservatives, artificial coloring, artificial flavoring, and artificial sweeteners as well. All of these things can actually be in ultra-processed foods, and it's really bad. Artificial food colorings found in sports drinks, such as Red 40, Yellow 5, and Blue 1, are also concerning. These synthetic dyes are derived from petroleum and have been linked to neurodevelopmental issues, including hyperactivity and reduced cognitive function. Lastly, the high sodium content in sports drinks is often overlooked. While sodium is necessary for maintaining electrolyte balance, excessive intake can lead to high blood pressure, which is a significant risk factor for dementia. Excessive use of these drinks can be potentially dangerous for your brain and cause dementia. Remember, moderation is the key to a healthy and balanced life. Before we dive into 3 drinks that can help prevent dementia, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. If you find our videos helpful, please support us by dropping your comments in the comment section. So, according to Dr. John, drinks that can help prevent cognitive decline include the key ingredient of green tea. Green tea is rich in antioxidants and polyphenol, particularly epigallocatechin gallate, which can protect brain cells from damage and reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like dementia. The anti-inflammatory properties of green tea can enhance brain plasticity, improve memory, and slow down cognitive decline. Clinical studies have also shown that green tea can reduce anxiety. Again, that calming effect. of L-theanine, and calming anxiety is actually really important for self-care, really important for mental health and mental wellness. Other than green tea, turmeric golden milk can also support this fight against dementia. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound known for its neuroprotective effects. Curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier and has been found to reduce amyloid plaques, which are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Golden milk, made with turmeric, milk, and black pepper, is an excellent drink to boost brain health and combat dementia risk. Berry smoothies can also be a good choice against dementia. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are loaded with anthocyanins and flavonoids, antioxidants that can improve brain function and reduce the risk of age-related cognitive decline. Regular consumption of berry-based drinks or smoothies can enhance memory, protect brain cells from oxidative stress, and reduce inflammation, all of which are important to prevent dementia.